Welcome back to another video on Moments in the Rail Industry, this time for October 2024. I'm doing it a day early because, well, what falls on October 31st. Anyways, there's some pretty unique stuff and I'd say interesting, so let's get into it. To start this off, NJ Transit officially completed their Conrail Heritage Unit, and my goodness, it quite literally looks like it's a part of the Conrail fleet, if you know what I mean. Great job to NJ Transit. And honestly, I think that out of the now three Conrail Heritage units, CSX, Norfolk Southern, and NJ Transit, NJ Transit is, of course, the best. Next up is something extremely monumental. We officially now have a P42DC NPCU, also just now known as the P42C. This is of course similar to the F40PH NPCUs, except its numbering has been changed completely. It now starts at 97. And this one being the first one, it has gotten 9700. I never thought that in my lifetime that, well, I mean, I kind of did. I never really thought that we'd actually get a P42 NPCU. But, well, this officially happened. It's the first of eventually many P42C units. VHA's F unit is getting closer and closer to completion. Here we have the colors officially on the F unit. It looks... wow. I have no words for this, I'll be honest. It's looking very great. The project at West Harbor Ghost Station is progressing and the tracks are officially connected, however, they're still not operational. There's a sort of term for this, but I forgot. It's where the tracks are there, however, in the system it's not. Metro North's first two Charger locomotives are officially being moved and delivered. I'm sort of getting deja vu because it feels like they already left before. I don't know. Everyone's just saying that, oh, they're actually being delivered now. Even though I feel like it's been a couple months since they actually were delivered. Something must have happened, but yeah, they're officially going. And this time I hope they're actually going instead of being returned. Mexico is officially getting its national rail travel back. It's sort of like what you think is the Amtrak routes in the United States, but for Mexico. There are about 11 routes here, such as some that go across the Pacific, the Yucatan Peninsula, central Mexico, and much more. I can't find any more details, but this is all I got. But it's pretty reassuring that they're getting something like Amtrak, sort of, I guess. Not on the big scale, because Mexico's much smaller than the United States. Two pairings of two Phase 7 P42 units have been spotted, 187 and 174. This is the beginning of what will soon be a common sight of the pairing of two Phase 7 P42 units. CPKC's first AC44 has been painted into the new livery, and, well, there's a lot to say about this. The logo's further back. I think the divide, the yellow and black, is further back as well. But, whatever, I don't really know what to say about this. RRHMA had unveiled that they would be repainting one of their units into the Santa Fe livery. And interestingly, days later, it actually happened. And on top of that, this happened days after I actually caught my first fake bonnet. I think that's what it's called. I think it's called fake bonnet if it has BNSF instead of Santa Fe, but interesting that this happened days later. Canada has unveiled that high-speed rail will become a thing between Toronto and Quebec City. I swear this has been a plan before. Anyway, I feel like this is the Liberals playing with politics again. They had about 9, almost 10 years to do this, and they choose now. That sounds very political if you ask me. Anyways, we're not going to talk about politics, we're going to talk about the high-speed rail plan. This project is fairly new, so details are either non-existent or private. The whole plan is to connect Toronto, Peterborough, Ottawa, Montreal, and some other cities, including Quebec City, together, and bring these two big cities of Montreal and Toronto closer together, which I'm concerned how that has not happened before. Wabtec unveiled... what the heck is this thing? What? Wabtec unveiled this thing. It's apparently an autonomous vehicle or autonomous uh, rail vehicle. Why do things just have to look ugly? Anyway, that's what they did. Apparently, New York Central 482 Mohawk is going to be restored. This New York Central 482 number 3001 was acquired by the Fort Wayne the Fort Wayne Railroad Historical Society. That was a mouthful. So we got the PRRT-1 that's going to be fully rebuilt. We got this locomotive that's going to be restored, and possibly several others. Anyone else feel like we're going to have a steam revolution in the coming decade, I guess? The first Tier 4 F40PH rebuild was unveiled in, I'm going to take a guess, Boston, because of that T. We all know that T belongs to the MBTA. Anyway, that's cool that it's been unveiled and being shown to the public. There was even a video where somebody actually went to the cab and seen some stuff. Nice that we're getting, oh my goodness, old things. And speaking of old things, Go Transit allegedly bought Metrolink F59 PHs. They're allegedly going to Ontario Northland to be rebuilt into Go Transit stuff or specs or whatever. Again, it's allegedly because it's not concrete. However, everyone's been saying it kind of is, and I mean, we'll wait and see. If they ever start moving, heading up north, we'll get the information quite quickly because there will be a whole line of rail fans filming it. All the way from California all the way to Ontario, I guess. NJ Transit has officially unveiled self-propelled multi-level rail cars. Wait a minute, so that fictional self-propelled multi-level in the Northeast Corridor game is actually going to become real? Oh boy, what a turn of events. The Alaska Railroad actually bought a couple SD70 Max from KCS, now known as CPKC, to use them on freight trains. Pretty interesting. That means we're now going to have KCS Bell units in Alaska. I mean, that's pretty cool if you ask me. Have you ever seen a Charger locomotive long hood forward with ditch lights? Well, that's exactly what Coaster did. Coaster was actually Ying some of their CEM equipment for them to face the right way. The cab car is supposed to be facing south, while the locomotive is supposed to be facing north. However, they did not have any south-facing locomotives, so they ended up having the Charger long hood forward. Interesting. With ditch lights. That's the last thing I expected, to be honest. An end to an era as 748, one of the Phase 7 Jeeps, replaced 511, one of the Dash 8s, for switching duties at Sanford Yard. This is truly a very end to an era, as 511 has just been doing switcher duties for God knows how long, and to see it go and be relieved of this duty is, well, fairly interesting. I wonder where it'll end up. Maybe long distance services, maybe up to corridor services, or something else entirely. CSX revealed another heritage unit, CSX 1902 Clinchfield. And my goodness, that's an overexposed photo. I'm sorry. I have been having a camera for about 2 months now, and it's already been encoded into my head that that's an overexposed photo. Sorry, but yeah. Back to the heritage unit. Those are railroads in gray. There's a lot of gray heritage units, I guess. Anyways, another heritage unit. Cool. Another CPKC repaint. This time it is GP38-2 number 2000. It's a unit under KCS, as you see the lettering below the number 2000 there. And my last one, Norfolk Southern has done something interesting. You know the Minecraft mob vote where you vote for a mob? Norfolk Southern did a heritage unit vote where people would vote for a heritage unit. That is far-fetched for Norfolk Southern and Norfolk Southern of all Class 1s, but fairly interesting. I didn't expect them to actually do something like this. I'd expect them to be fixing their reputation, but cool, Norfolk Southern. Cool. Actually getting the opinions of people instead of just doing a heritage unit. Just looking at CSX over there. I'm just kidding. CSX can do whatever they want. Norfolk Southern can do whatever they want. But yeah, they do they or whatever. Well, that'll wrap up this video. I hope you enjoyed. I sound very tired, which, believe it or not, I very much am. I'm probably going to take a nap after this. But these are some very interesting things, from restoring locomotives to more heritage units to a lot more things. But I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in November.